Good morning to all my dear students. I hope all of you have read the chapter that I have explained in the first part of second chapter. Before moving to the next portion, let us study what we had completed in the first part. So in the first part, we had seen the globes and maps. Second, what is a map? Third, different kinds of maps. Fourth, elements of maps. Today we are going to start elements of map. Before starting this topic, let us see some more points in different kinds of maps. So in different kinds of maps, we had seen this is your physical map, this is your political map, and one more map is known as thematic maps. So political map, physical map, and thematic map. Now let us see what is political map. Political map, it shows boundaries of countries and states and important cities, and that's why it is known as political maps. Now let us move towards the physical map. So physical map, it shows natural features of the mountain ranges, and we can see here plains, and we can see here rivers, and this is known as physical maps. Again, what we can see crops grown, minerals found in various places, roads, railways, and airline routes. All these things we will find in the physical map. Now next we are going to study about the thematic maps. We should just have the information about it, that what is thematic map. So thematic map, it tells about the density of population and distribution of population or rainfall in a certain. So this is thematic map and tells us about the density of population. Now let us move to the next topic, that tells us about the elements of map. So map consists of certain elements. Some of them are directions, scale, color, and symbols. Directions, scale, color, and symbol. Now let us move to the first one, that is your directions. So one of the most important elements of a map is directions. So there are 4 cardinal directions. First is north at top, south at bottom, east at right, and west at left. North at top, south at bottom, east at right, west and left. Northeast lies between north and east. So these are the 4 directions that are used. Now let us study with the help of figure that is given in your book. So north at top, south at bottom, east at right, and it is here west at left, and we can see northeast, it is lies between the northeast. Now let us see to the next topic, that is your scale. A map rarely shows the actual distance between places. What is scale? A map rarely shows the actual distance between places. Distance are shrunk. What he is saying? Distance are shrunk so that the area being mapped can be fitted on a piece of paper. That means distance, they can become smaller or make smaller, that the area being mapped can be fitted on a piece of paper. Now let us see the next topic. Let us see the third topic, third portion of scale of a map. The scale of a map is the ratio between distances shown on a map and the actual distance on the ground. For example, the actual distance between 2 cities may be 100 kilometers, but on the map it may be shown as 1 centimeter. That means what? If it is 1 centimeter, it will be 100 kilometers, and if it is 5 centimeter, it will be 500 kilometers. It may be shown as 1 centimeter. Okay, if it is of, for example, what it is shown, if it is of 1 centimeter, it will be shown as 100 kilometers, and 5 centimeter is shown as 500 kilometers. For example, if we take, suppose we are taking a photograph of ourselves. So in real, your picture will be, in real your size will be very big, but if you will see that size in your photograph, it will be smaller in size. So that is a scale. That work is done by the scale. Now let us see with the help of figure that is given in your book. So children, can you see this figure? see 0, it is given here 100, 200, 300, 400 and 500 kilometers. And what he is told here, map actual distance of 5 kilometer will be shown as 5 centimeter. That means what? 100 kilometer is equal to 1 centimeter and 500 kilometer is equal to 5 centimeter. That's we had studied now, that 1 centimeter it will be of 100 kilometers and 5 centimeter it will be of 500 kilometers. Got it all of you? 1 centimeter it is of 100 kilometers and 500 kilometers will be shown as 5 centimeters. So scale of a map is often shown as a line with distance marked on it. Scale of 1 centimeter equals to 100 kilometers. It's shown here and this is called the linear scale. Each division in the bar is 1 centimeter measured on the map. You can see here each division in the bar is 1 centimeter measured on the map and indicate 100 kilometers as shown in the number just above the bar on the ground. You can see here the scale is given and from this you can understand very easily. That means what? 500 kilometer will be shown as 5 centimeter and 1 centimeter will be shown as 100 kilometer. Okay, 100 kilometer is equal to 1 centimeter, 500 kilometer is equal to 5 centimeters. So children, this is your scale and this is your linear scale. Here they have shown you how it can be measured. Now let us move to the next topic, that is your colors. Certain standard colors are used in maps to show features such as oceans, seas, mountains, plains and deserts. That means different type of colors have been given to all these natural features. Water bodies, it is shown in blue color. And deep blue it shows deep water, light blue it shows shallow water, mountains and highlands are shown in brown and yellow, dark brown it shows high mountains and light brown it shows lower mountains, hills shows light brown color and plateau shows yellow color. So these are the colors that have been given to natural features. Okay children, so this much is enough for today. All of you revise this chapter at home. Thank you.